Everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jordan Report, and I am your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, I've been paying close attention to Chicago, and it is still a mess and getting worse every day. Here's another story of a young person being killed. I'm going to go quickly through the article and then show you the local news clip. Family remembers young activist slain in West Rodgers Park. To see him speaking out so millions could see him, it meant a lot to us. Here's a young kid that was killed last night in Chicago. He was 17 years old. Caleb Reed had been outspoken on racial justice issues, his family says. But this summer, the 17-year-old became a leader in his community as he called for the removal of Chicago police officers from public schools. He was one of these anti-police guys. To actually see him speaking out so millions could see him, it meant a lot to us, said Reed's older sister, Jasmine Bradley. It really did mean a lot to us. Last Friday afternoon, Reed was found on a sidewalk in the 1900 block of West Granville Avenue in West Rodgers Park with a gunshot wound to his head, police said. He was taken to Amita Health St. Francis Hospital, where he died Sunday morning. Police have released few details of the shooting and have reported no arrests. Reed would have been a senior this year of Mather High School. He was killed on the last day of the most violent month in Chicago in 28 years. At least 107 people were killed in July, more than double the same month last year, according to data. That's the most homicides the city has seen in a single month since September of 1992, when 109 were recorded. Khalid was a 17-year-old freedom fighter who wanted cops out of Chicago public schools. He wanted the cops out of the local schools. I don't know why, as dangerous as Chicago is. But anyway, this is a tragedy, traumatizing and heartbreaking. We can honor him by continuing to call for the end of gun violence and get student resources for healing. Rest in peace. Reed was a leader of Voices with Youth in Chicago Education. Reed was a leader with Voices of Youth in Chicago Education, a coalition of community organizations advocating for racial justice in the education system. Members saw Reed as a young activist, full of potential, always pushing themselves and others to work harder. All right, we're going to show the local clip of this guy, man. This is terrible.
17-year-old Caleb Reed was excited about his future.
He loved this work.
He was set to lead a discussion for Voices of Youth in Chicago Education, also known as the Voice Project, about police accountability when it comes to young people of color in their schools and community.
He was going to lead the conversation that was going to decide the organization's future on this issue.
But Friday afternoon, Reed was found shot in the head in the 1900 block of West Granville. He was rushed to the hospital, but died 2 days later.
I know we lost someone amazing.
Hello, my name is Caleb Reed.
Reed was about to be a senior at Mather High School. He got interested in activism after he was arrested his sophomore year for not having his ID on him at a school basketball game. He sat in the police station for 6 hours. He spoke about it during a press conference back in June, calling for Chicago Public Schools to end its contract with Chicago Police.
They label us as dangerous because we are misunderstood and from the color of our skin.
Voice members have been leaning on each other like most families do, trying to understand and process his death.
This is something that we're going to continue to fight for in his name. His legacy will forever live on within, my heart, our young people's hearts, the organization heart. He was just an amazing young person.
A vigil will be held for Caleb Reed tomorrow at his alma mater, Mather High School. At that time, we're expecting to hear from his parents, among many others who are scheduled to speak. In the meantime, a GoFundMe page has been set up to help pay for Caleb's funeral expenses.
Okay, guys, the irony does not go unnoticed. The problem is not the police. The problem is other black kids shooting each other. When these people figure this out, this stuff will stop.